What's up, everybody? It's Sam Dog, the infamous 253, coming at you guys with the 2018 NFL season Week 7 game picks. First of all, this week, the Seahawks are on a bye week this week since we're coming back from London after beating the Oakland Raiders 27-3 in London. We're now on a bye week, but then obviously it's been a pretty sad week here in Seattle in the Pacific Northwest with the passing of our owner Paul Allen, which you guys saw that video back on Monday. Still a pretty sad week. Which now pretty much for all the 12s, let's try to win. Let's win for Paul, you know. But we're on a bye week this week, so be good to get the rest, get healthy, and once again I got Dallas Stewart on the line, and we're gonna do our game picks for Week 7. Let's say what's up. Say what's up, Dallas.
What's up?
Yep, pretty sad week this week with losing our owner Paul Allen.
No doubt.
Yeah, Paul Allen was a man of the Pacific Northwest, and definitely grateful for him for saving our Seahawks. I also want to give a huge shout out to SLC Seahawk for his nice tribute video that he did back on Monday. Also giving me a shout out at the end of the video. So we both love our Seahawks very much. We, like me and Dallas, we all love our Seahawks, and definitely hearts and our hearts are with the Allen family as they go through this tragedy, and appreciate all the other love coming from other NFL owners and NBA owners and players and former players for the Seahawks, showing love to Paul Allen. But now let's get on to these game picks. Tomorrow we got the Denver Broncos at the Arizona Cardinals on Thursday Night Football. Arizona's coming off of that loss to the Minnesota Vikings, which they were hanging with them for a while, but then they choked it away, and Minnesota just freaking started shellacking the Cardinals. Denver's coming off of that loss to the Los Angeles Rams, which I was hoping they could have made the comeback, but they just couldn't convert the onside kick in the end. Denver coming off of a 3-point loss to the LA Rams at home in Denver. And Arizona. Arizona looks like their defense was starting to click a bit. Buda Baker had a pick six, I think. And for this one, Arizona's starting to kind of click a bit with Josh Rosen. I'm going to take the Arizona Cardinals at home in this one.
I'm going to have to go with Denver in this one.
Yeah.
I just think they're a little bit better of a team, and I can't see them losing their fifth straight.
Yeah, so we got a split right off the back. I mean, we're on a bye week, and plus, you and me are going to be doing Red Zone, but I won't be able to watch the Denver Arizona game because I'm going to the Rodgers versus Graham Capel. I'm going to go. For those of you who know, I'm going to go watch my old high school tomorrow night at Rodgers is playing Graham Capel's and me and Dallas's old high school. I'm going to go watch Rodgers play GK over at Arkwright Stadium because our high school is celebrating 50th anniversary of the 50th anniversary, and the football program is 50 years old too. And I got one of the coaches giving me one of those Rodgers 50th anniversary shirts too.
Oh, you're gonna go to that game?
Yeah, I'm gonna go to that game. So you might have to keep me posted on that game. So yeah, so we're a split right off the back too. So whatever happens though. But is this the third time we split on a game?
I think so.
All right. Now for the Sunday slate game. First off, we got the Tennessee Titans taking on the Los Angeles Chargers in London. This is the second London game of the season. Keep in mind, so that will be a early start. I don't know if it's going to be. It says 1:30 p.m. Eastern time, which is going to be obviously a 10:30 our time game. So that'll be
I think it's a 6:30 a.m. Pacific.
Is it?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. So that'll be interesting to watch. I'm gonna take obviously the Chargers spanked the Cleveland Browns. Tennessee coming off of a pretty crappy game against the Baltimore Ravens where Marcus Mariota got sacked 11 times in the game. 11 sacks in one game. Mariota took 11 sacks. It's gonna probably get even worse for the team that they're playing. I'm taking the Los Angeles Chargers.
I have to go with Tennessee. I mean, I know they looked bad last week, but the Chargers haven't really played anybody the last 3 weeks. The Titans really need this one, losing 2 straight.
Now we're splitting on 2 games?
Yeah.
Yeah, I got the Chargers in this one. The Chargers got, obviously they got Melvin Gordon, and I don't know if they got Bosa back yet though too, but yeah, this is a London game. Just pointing that out because a lot of other people on their channels are missing the points that some of these games are London games. All right, up next we got the New England Patriots at the Chicago Bears. New England coming off of handing Kansas City their first loss of the year, a high-scoring game too, which a minute or so is like an eternity. The Chiefs' biggest mistake in that game, they scored way too fast at the end. Chicago coming off of that crazy loss to the Miami Dolphins where they lost to Brock Osweiler in Miami and couldn't make the kick at the end. But I think Chicago is going to get handed back-to-back loss. Let's see how Trubisky can hang, but I got the New England Patriots winning in Chicago.
Yeah, I got the Patriots as well. They came up with a huge win to knock off the unbeaten Chiefs. I know their defense didn't look great, but I think they're about to get on a roll here.
Mm-hmm. And plus, we need the Bears to lose to help us out, too.
Probably the best team in the AFC.
Plus, we need the Bears to start losing since they got the tiebreaker over us, so that would help us a bit NFC-wise if we want a wild card spot.
Yeah.
Yeah. All right, so so there's one that we're both siding with. All right, up next we got the Buffalo Bills at the Indianapolis Colts. The Bills are coming off of, obviously, that close loss where they lost Josh Allen to an injury, and Nathan Peterman threw that pick six for that game-winning pick six that Houston had. And Indianapolis is coming off of getting killed by the New York Jets last week, which obviously the Jets were rolling them on defense, and then Jason Myers, the Jets kicker, I think made 5 field goals in that game. But yeah, this one, obviously actually they got Derek Anderson starting for Buffalo, but this one here, it's in Indianapolis. I'm going to, for the first time this season, I'm going to take the Indianapolis Colts.
Yeah, I think I'll go with the Colts as well. Two not very good teams, but the Colts have the better quarterback.
They got Andrew Luck.
And they're at home. And they put up some points against the Jets last week, 34, but their defense let them down.
Yep, so we're both on Indianapolis for this one. Up next, we got the Houston Texans at the Jacksonville Jaguars. Jacksonville coming off of getting their asses kicked so bad by the Dallas Cowboys, which that was a big shocker to me. Obviously, that Jacksonville may turn out, maybe. I know they beat the Patriots and all this year too, but they may turn into a disappointment this year. And Houston obviously coming off that win against the Buffalo Bills, but I don't see them getting past Jackson. I'm taking the home team. I'm taking the Jaguars to beat the Texans at home in Jacksonville and Duval.
Yeah, I'm going with Jacksonville to get back on track after that beat down against the Cowboys. I'm going with Jacksonville. There's too much riding on the line for them. They've lost a few in a row now.
They did. Up next, and this game, I think this game got swapped with the LA San Francisco game, so we'll save this one for last. But yeah, Cincinnati and Kansas. You wanted to get this one out of the way because Cincinnati and Kansas City got switched to the Sunday night game, or should we just do the teams that were supposed to be Sunday night first, which was the LA Rams and the San Francisco 49ers? Let's do that one. So we got the LA Rams taking on the San Francisco 49ers in Levi Stadium. Frisco coming off of a close loss to the Green Bay Packers. LA coming off of that win against Denver, but man, Frisco, C.J. Beathard was able to hang with Green Bay all the time. I mean, obviously you had the 2 fumbles, and then obviously when San Francisco was driving down to try to get on top, and then Beathard threw that costly interception to Josh Jackson, and then that amount of time they left, and then Richard Sherman got called for a game-changing, for a costly holding call, and Green Bay still just drove down the field easily, got into Mason Crosby range. Crosby kicked the game winner at the end of the fourth quarter to win it for the Packers. But the LA Rams were kind of a little bit of a battle with Denver last week too, a close one where they only won by 3 points. This one, I know some people are hope. I mean, we could always hope for. I mean, I want to see the Rams lose though, but it's not going to happen. I'm taking LA Rams to beat the San Francisco 49ers.
Yeah, I'm going with the Rams. They're just better than San Francisco. I know San Francisco was. I mean, that game was a lot closer than anybody would have thought. At Green Bay, I really don't know what to make of them, but I'm going with the Rams to go to 7-0.
Yeah, and like we still said, we still think the only teams that can beat the Rams are the Chiefs and the Saints. But up next we got the Detroit Lions at the Miami Dolphins. Obviously Miami with Brock Osweiler coming off of that overtime, that surprising overtime win against the Bears. That was a good game. Detroit is coming off of let's see, who did Detroit play last week, or were they on the Detroit's coming off of a bye week this week. So, and we play Detroit after our bye week. So, this is going to have to be a game to keep an eye on to see how well Miami covers Kerryon Johnson, Marvin Jones, Golden Tate, and a couple of, I mean, Detroit, man, who knows what will happen. This game's in Miami, though, and Miami's obviously, like I mentioned, coming off of that win against the Dolphins, and their defense obviously has Robert Quinn, and then Brock Osweiler, though. Brock Osweiler, can he have another good game like he did last week? I don't think so with this one. I'm gonna take the Detroit Lions.
Yeah, I'm gonna probably take the Lions in this one. Maybe a little bit of a letdown for the Dolphins after that big overtime win against the Bears last week. Before the bye, Detroit had a good win against Green Bay.
Oh yeah, that's right. They crapped on Green Bay, and Mason Crosby missed 5 field goals last time. Yeah, that's right.
Yeah.
I was trying to think about that. Sometimes when you have a couple weeks pass by and you're on a bye, sometimes it's hard to remember who played who. But yeah, other than that. All right, up next we got the Minnesota Vikings at the New York Jets in MetLife Stadium. Jets coming off of that win against the Colts. Vikings coming off of beating the Arizona Cardinals. And yeah, I mean Darnold played great. I mean against the Colts, and Minnesota. They were close, but then they were able to pull away in the final quarter against the Cardinals. So. I mean, Minnesota's obviously got a better defense. They got a better quarterback. I know Jets still, obviously, Darnold's a rookie and all. But how does he handle Minnesota's defense? We won't find out. Obviously, we don't know until Sunday. I mean, that should be kind of interesting. I mean, how the Vikings handle the Jets defense, too. But I'm gonna go with Minnesota. I'm taking the Vikings.
Yeah, I'm going with Minnesota as well. Yeah, the Jets have had a 2-game winning streak, but I think that comes to an end. Minnesota's starting to look a little bit better, and they need to keep pace in the NFC North. So I'm going to go with Minnesota to get this one on the road.
All right. Up next, we got the Carolina Panthers at the Philadelphia Eagles. Carolina coming off of a surprising loss to the Washington Redskins, and Philadelphia coming off of a, let's see, did Philadelphia play last? Let's see who Philadelphia. I'm trying to remember who Philly played last week. Or did Philly have...
Giants, I believe.
Oh yeah, that's right. Philly beat the Giants on Thursday Night Football. Damn, I'm really fucking up right now. I'm sorry, guys. But yeah, Philly coming off of that big win against the Giants, because the Giants are just god awful. So you got Philadelphia, Carolina. Carolina lost to. I mean. Do we have our first toss-up, or have we had a couple we've had a couple toss-ups already, because we already split on 2 games.
Arizona and Denver and the Chargers and Tennessee. No, I'm going to go with...
I'm taking the Panthers.
I think I'm going to take Carolina. The Eagles, they still have not figured it out yet. They didn't really prove anything last week. Carolina with a disappointing loss to the Redskins on the road.
Philly just beat a shitty Giants team.
Yeah, I'm going to go with Carolina. I think they need it. I mean, both teams obviously need it, but yeah. I'm going to have to go with Carolina.
Yeah, me too. Up next, we got the Cleveland Browns at the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. Tampa Bay, obviously, coming off of that loss to to the Falcons last week, and Tampa's offense is Tampa's offensive line is bad too, and then Jameis ain't doing any better too. I mean, obviously they still got a little bit of the deep. Cleveland Browns defense playing really good. They're coming off of that win against the Baltimore Ravens last week. The game's in Tampa though. Cleveland, can their defense keep it going? Let's see. It'll be interesting to see what Baker Mayfield does next. I'm actually going to take the Cleveland Browns in this game.
Yeah, I'll probably actually have to go with Cleveland in this one. They actually, for the first time all season, they were uncompetitive last week. They were actually, the game wasn't close. But I think they bounced back. Tampa Bay is just, I think their season's starting to go off the rails.
Oh wait, yeah, Cleveland lost to the LA Chargers last week. I forgot the Baltimore win was a couple weeks ago. Yeah, that's right. Cleveland got spanked by the LA Chargers last week. Why the hell am I off right now? Damn.
Yeah, I just think Tampa Bay season is starting to come off the rails after that 2-0 start.
It is. Sorry about this, guys. Sorry if I'm a little off. Just trying to retrace my thoughts on certain things. But yeah, I'm taking the Cleveland Browns to beat the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. Up next, we got the New Orleans Saints at the Baltimore Ravens. Baltimore coming off of that big whooping they put on Tennessee, where they sacked Marcus Mariota 11 times with their defense with Terrell Suggs, and New Orleans is coming off of. All right, New Orleans was coming off of a bye, but before that, they're coming off of Drew Brees setting the all-time passing yards record. This game's in Baltimore, but still, I think for this one, I think Drew Brees gets back to where he left off. Saints win this game. Saints are going to win this game.
Yeah, I like the Saints in this one. Before they were on the bye last week, they just dominated the Redskins on that Monday night game, and Brees set the all-time passing yards record. And I believe Baltimore maybe has a little bit of a letdown, and New Orleans is fighting for the one of the top seeds in the NFC, and that Drew Brees is the better quarterback than Joe Flacco. No
doubt. Yep. Up next, we got the Dallas Cowboys at the Washington Redskins. Dallas coming off of that big win over the Jacksonville Jaguars, and Washington is coming off of that big win against the Carolina Panthers last week. A lot of implications for big NFC East battle between two rivals, with Dallas and Washington. This could also still decide. This could maybe decide first place for the NFC East. Will it be Washington or will it be Dallas? This is kind of interesting. Alex Smith versus Dak Prescott. Adrian Peterson on running back. Adrian Peterson versus Zeke Elliott. And then, of course, you've got Josh Norman in the secondary for the Redskins. And Dallas's defense, they played pretty darn good last week against Jacksonville. This is a tough one to call. You know what? I mean, it's in Washington, and Dallas has had pretty good history of winning. I'm going to take the Dallas Cowboys.
Yeah, I'm probably actually going to have to go with Dallas. They looked impressive. And it would be their first road win of the year. Redskins are kind of up and down. You never know what to make of them. I'm going to actually have to go with Cowboys on this one.
All right, and then Sunday night game is the Cincinnati Bengals at the Kansas City Chiefs. Cincinnati coming off of that crazy, surprising loss to the Pittsburgh Steelers, where Roethlisberger hit Antonio Brown in the final 10 seconds for that game-winning touchdown in Pittsburgh, and Kansas City coming off of their first loss of the year to the New England Patriots. Close battle. If it hadn't been for Mahomes throwing that interception at the end of the first half, they could have had a field goal, and then Brady would have been trying to drive them down for a game-time field goal to send that game to overtime. But I think the Chiefs get back on a win streak. I'm going to take the Kansas City Chiefs.
Yeah, I'm going to have to go with Kansas City at home. They come back home, and I have to pick Kansas City to get back on track after that just heartbreaking loss again at New England. Maybe Cincinnati starts to go on a bit of a skid.
83 combined points.
Kansas City's just really hard to beat at home.
Yeah, and that was and last week when they were at New England, that was an 83 combined point game.
Yeah.
Yeah,
The first time in NFL history a game's ended 43-40.
yeah, no doubt. Up next, Monday Night Football, New York Giants taking on the Atlanta Falcons. The Giants suck this year. Let's be real with that. The only thing the Giants got going for them this year is their rookie running back Saquon Barkley, and that's about all they got. Beckham's struggling. The receiving game is struggling big time. I think every part of the New York Giants is struggling. They're in a major rebuild. I think they made the mistake not taking a quarterback. I mean, obviously they got Saquon Barkley. That's working out pretty good for them. But Eli Manning's done. Eli Manning's at the end. They're going to have to get a quarterback. Or who knows if Kyle Lauletta could be the future for the New York Giants. Atlanta Falcons, obviously, defense in shambles. Offense still intact, though. But defense can't really do anything. I'm going to take the Falcons Monday Night Football.
Yeah, I know. I'm gonna have to take Atlanta. Giants are just too god awful. I know that Atlanta had to place Devontae Freeman on IR, and they are really banged up, especially in the secondary.
That's right. Freeman is on IR.
The Giants are headed for a top 5 pick.
They are. Maybe with the Raiders. Them and the
freaking the Cardinals, the Niners, any of those teams.
Yeah. But that's it for our picks. We split on 2 games, so we split on the Titans and Chargers and the Broncos and Cardinals. We got New England beating Chicago. We got the Colts beating the Bills. We got the Jags beating the Texans. We got the 49ers losing to the Rams. We got the Rams beating the 49ers. We got the Lions beating the Dolphins. We got the Vikings beating the Jets. We got the Panthers beating the Eagles. We got the Browns beating the Buccaneers. We got the Saints beating the Ravens, and we got the Cowboys beating the Skins, and we got the Chiefs beating the Bengals, and then we got the Falcons beating the Giants. And the teams on bye weeks are obviously us, Pittsburgh, Oakland, and Green Bay. And that's it for our game picks. Still send out your thoughts and prayers to the family of Paul Allen. Sad time here in the Pacific Northwest for we lost a great owner. Thank you all for tuning in, and if you're new and all that stuff too, make sure to hit the subscribe button and ring the bell for notifications. Begin up new videos. Me and Dallas will be streaming live, doing Red Zone reactions, but we're gonna do it for the 1 p.m. slate of games this time around. If that's all right with you guys, we're gonna go live on YouTube for the 1 p.m. games this time around. Dallas, thank you for coming on again.
Yeah, no problem. Thanks for having me.
Yep, and so you guys will catch us live Sunday 1 p.m. slate of games on Red Zone for reactions.
I believe it's just 3 games.
Yeah, wait, should we go 10 a.m. again?
No, probably 1 p.m. Maybe a recap. We explain the early games.
That could work, yeah. But anyway, it's been going for 23 minutes. Thank you all for hung around. Like I said earlier, like, subscribe, ring the bell, and until next time, if you ain't with it, you ain't infamous. And as always, go Seahawks, and rest in peace, Paul Allen.